We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll power his way out near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once more, Gibson. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a 3rd and 6. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
How about teamwork?
Make it work, boy. Make it work, boy. Play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Come on.
Come on, guys. Let's make it play. It's going to be a good day, boys.
All right, let's go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 24. 26. What's the point on the scoreboard? 25.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Watson off play action. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This 2nd and 4. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Lance now on first down. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Pollard gets it off the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance out right. He finds Tolbert. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Touchdown, Cowboys. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot.
Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Watson on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Byron Pringle, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And Holley clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Second down, Pollard again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Drops this underneath for Pollard, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. On play action, Lance. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Lance to throw on second down here. Able to hit his target lane. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Now Lance. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was trying to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
And the end result of that play,
you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Lance going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else and ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down.
Throwing now is Lance. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jordan Jenkins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run left with Pollard. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson now going to run the option right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Steps away. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It's a loss of yards, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We've seen him escape similar situations early in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. There he goes left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Cowboys 20, Commanders 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Watson's throw taken in by Pringle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Oh, man.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Tackle made by Chase Young. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's not critical about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They toss it down to Pollard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gallup in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
In it to win it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's complete. Slings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
To throw, Watson. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watson. They shakes him off, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 38-yard line.
Watson to throw. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better.